Hey everyone, Amradorn here, and welcome back to Am's Journeys. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing well. Welcome to the small fishing town of Alford. Sitting along the shores of the Langstein Sea, Alford continues to steadily grow. The Fisherman's Wharf is busy with activity, and the foundations of a lighthouse have been laid down. The construction of the inn has brought more travelers to the area and encouraged the local farmer to expand his fields. A stables has been added across the road for the inn, and a blacksmith and foundry has been established to serve the community. The recent addition of the butcher shop and the leatherworker has laid the beginnings of a full-fledged market. The appearance of another portal has brought with it plants, trees, and strange travelers from beyond. There has been discussion of a mine opening soon, and a Fletcher has made several trips to the area looking to buy some land. With all of the new growth and wealth in the area, so too comes the dangers of pillagers and raiders. The king has sent in an adventuring company with instructions to begin planning out some defenses. So here we are on the southern side of the peninsula, upon which Alford sits, and I've been planning out what should be the largest build for the town, Alford Keep. Now the plan for Alford Keep is to have a large central manor house sitting inside of an inner bailey. It will have a barracks, stables, training ground, and an adventurer's guild hall. There will also be a small island connected by a bridge to a wizard's tower, and it may have its own dockyard and sailing ship, but I haven't fully settled on that idea yet, or how it would tie in properly. There is an external wall and an internal wall, with a main gatehouse facing the town and an inner gatehouse connecting the inner and outer baileys. It needs to be able to defend itself against both land and sea attacks, so there is a lot of work to get done in order to build this all up. However, before any of that can happen, I need to do a massive amount of terraforming. I want the castle to be the highest point in town, really, and while this hill makes a pretty good spot, it's not quite big enough for what I want to do. Also, it's fully connected to the rest of the area, and I think it would be much better if this had a moat. With all that said, let's jump into a time lapse and see what we can get done on the terraforming front. I have hopped into spectator mode here, so we can kind of take a look at what we've got going on. As you can see, I have finished the wall going around the entire area here. I need to finish filling up the inside, and then I also need to do the lower level here. Still a lot of work to do. I've got this hole over here temporarily that I'm working on, or so I can go in and out of here as I fill this up. I've done quite a bit, but yeah, there's a lot to do. I've also kind of started playing around with some stairs and slabs to kind of see how this is all going to work out. Because in the end, you know, I want this to look somewhat natural. You know, it needs to be something that looks like it was always this way, and this castle was built here because of the way this area was somewhat defensible. So it's going to be really rough as I go around here. We're going to put these rocks in and everything. And this may also help decide whether or not I'm going to put this dock in. Because I think this island here could be extended so that it meets up with here. And then have like some sort of building that kind of comes down to this level here. And then an actual dock put in. We got this tower area island to do as well, and so making this looks like it fits naturally here is going to be pretty complicated as well, but I know it can be done, so we'll get that. I also think that I probably want to take some time and, you know, texture this up. The stone looks great, but it would be, you know, natural stone isn't just a solid gray. You know, it's got dark areas in it, it's got light areas in it. So adding in some things like andesite and maybe some cobblestone in some areas would work. You know, I like the idea of putting in a few more of these grass blocks in here and having some dips, you know, so that it's not all the same level. Especially if I'm going to do a dock here, then having some natural kind of stone stairway down to the dock would also be pretty cool. You know, we're going to have some bridge supports here all the way around. You know, just, it really needs to look like it fits. And then, of course, we got to do something about this hole here, and there's another one over here. Those have got to be filled in kind of the beach areas replaced. Just lots to do here. So I think the way that I'm going to plan this out is I'm going to have the main manor house, or the main keep, is going to sit right about here. And it's going to take up a good chunk of this top pier here. We're going to have kind of a dock area, or not a dock area, but an inner bailey with maybe some gardens and some towers and things that would be, you know, you'd probably have a blacksmith in there. You'd probably have, you know, some livestock or something in there. And then this lower area here is going to be for things like the armory and the soldiers' barracks and stuff like that. We're going to have a gatehouse coming up here, and then you'll follow the path up to another gatehouse over here that separates the outer and inner baileys. It's getting night, so I'm going to go ahead and pop back into survival here and sleep. There we go. Oops. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and sleep here. So I don't really want to texture any of this stuff over here yet. I mainly want to finish this area here. It might actually be beneficial if I have a walkway in here, and then I can close this up, because this really doesn't need to be here if I've got that taken care of. So let's do this. And we'll go there. And I think I'll knock up another one there. And we're just going to kind of continue to do this all the way around. The trick is making sure that this doesn't end up to be hollow in here. There you go. Okay. And the other part is, you know, we don't want it to look like the wall is being held up by sand, because stone isn't going to be well supported by a bunch of sand. But it would be interesting to have some sand intermixed with some of the stone, as long as it, you know, makes sense to where a big massive rock is, because that's kind of what this is. And we can put, whoops, that's not really what I wanted there. We do have some stairs that we can put in here in some places. There we go. Not like that. You know, we gotta have them the right direction if we're gonna put them in there. Yeah, like that. Like that. Okay. And then this wall will eventually continue on around. You know, and make up the lower portion of the castle. So there we got that. Yeah, so see, things like this. This is gotta have to be fixed. So we're just gonna have to fill that in and make it look like it's, you know, not supported by sand. This piece can go away. There we go. And we'll have to do that all the way around, really. And again, we want to make sure that if we're using stairs, that they're facing the right direction. Otherwise, it's going to look a little funky. Okay, so there we go. We do have a slab in there. I think that might work better as a stair, but it's kind of out of the way. Yeah, so we got a slab in there currently. Oh, so we got a slab there. Okay, never mind. Oop, sand. Alright, so there we go with that. And, you know, we're just going to continue along around here. I'm going to try to do some of this work off camera because there's just so much of it to get done. And I think that is probably a good place for us to go ahead and call this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, my name has been Amradorn, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.